Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about types and sources of finance. Different sources of finance available worldwide. So international financing and choice sources of funds. As we know, globalization has opened the doors and opportunities that were never explored before. The activities of companies are not limited to one region only now or to the single country, and whenever there are activities of companies there is money involved in them. So let us find out some international financing. International financing is also known as international macroeconomics, as it deals with finance on a global level. Now there are various sources for organization to raise fund. To raise fund internationally is one of them. So with economics and operation of business organization going global, Indian companies have an access to funds in the global capital market. International financing helps organizations engage in cross-border transactions with foreign business partners such as customers, investors, suppliers, and lenders. Various international sources from where funds are may be generated include the following. The first is commercial banks. Now, global commercial banks all over provide loans in foreign currency to the companies. They are crucial in financing non-trade international operations. The different types of loans and services provided by bank vary from country to country. One example of this is Standard Chartered emerged as a major source of foreign currency loans to the Indian industry. It is the most used source of international financing, that is commercial banks. Second is international agencies and development banks. Many development banks and international agencies have come forth over the year for the purpose of international financing. These bodies are set up by the government of development countries for the world at national, regional, and international levels for funding various projects. The more industries among them include International Finance Corporation and Asian Development Bank. These are some examples of it. Third is international capital markets. The emerging organizations, including multinational companies, depend upon fairly large loans in rupees as well as in foreign currencies. Generally, as we saw, new companies or the big companies require more amount of loan. The financial instruments used for this purpose are American Depository Receipts. This is a tool often used for international financing. As the name suggests, depository receipts issued by a company in the USA as known as American Depository Receipts. They are bought and sold in American markets like regular stocks. It is similar to a GDR except that it can be issued only to American citizens and can be listed and traded on a stock exchange of the United States of America only. So this is the one tool. Another tool is Global Depository Receipts. In the Indian context, GDR is an instrument issued abroad by an Indian company to raise funds in some foreign currency and is listed and traded on a foreign stock exchange. A holder of GDR can at any time convert it into the number of shares it represents. So all this is about stock market. The holders of GDRs do not carry any voting rights but only dividends and capital appreciation. Many re-owned Indian companies such as Infosys, Reliance, Wipro and ICICI have raised money through issue of GDRs. So many big companies use this type of tool to raise the international money. Foreign currency convertible bonds. This is the third tool. The foreign currency convertible bonds are equity linked debit securities that are to be converted into equity or depository receipts after a specific period. A holder of FCCB has the option of either converting them into equity shares at a predetermined price or exchange rate of return the bonds. The FCCBs are issued in foreign currencies and carry a fixed interest rate, which is lower than the rate of any other similar non-convertible debit instrument. FCCBs are reasonable convertible debentures issued in India. It is true that business need funds, but the funds required in business are of different types, like long term, short term, fixed, and fluctuating. So that is the reason why business firms restore to different types of resources for raising fund. So they are not depending on the single resources. They've got different types of resources for raising the fund. The choice of the source of fund. The short-term borrowers offer the benefit of reduced cost due to reduction of ideal capital, but long-term borrowers are considered a necessity of many grounds. So equal equity capital has a role to play in the scheme for raising funds in the corporate sectors. It is recommended to use combination of sources as no source of fund is devoid of limitations. Instead of relying only on a single source, the fact that affects the choice of source of finance are discussed below. So generally, we should not be rely on the single source. We have to go for different sources of finance, and choice of same is listed below. Now first, it is depend upon the cost. There are two types of cost: the cost of obtaining of funds and cost of utilization. Both these costs should be considered while deciding about the source of funds that will be used by an organization. Next factor is financial strength. In the choice of source of fund, business should be in a good financial position to be able to repay the amount and interest on the borrowed amount. Whenever we take EMIs also, we should be in a good position to repay that particular amount. Then only the lenders or bank will grant us loan. When the earnings of the organization are not stable, fixed, the funds like preference shares and debentures should be carefully selected, as this add to the financial strain on the organization. If our investment goes wrong, then there will be a strain on our organization. So we should be very careful. A form of organization and reputation. Now the type of business, organization and reputation in the market influence the choice of source for raising the money. A partnership firm, for example, cannot raise money by issue of equity shares, as this can be issued only by joint stock companies. So depend upon the which form of organization and how reputed you are in market, your source of financing may differ. Purpose and duration. A business needs to be planned according to the time period for which the funds are required. A short-term need can be made through borrowing the funds at a lower rate of interest to the trade, credit or commercial paper, etc. But if we require for a long-term finance, sources such as issue of shares and debentures are required. Also, the purpose for which funds are required, the need to be considered so that the sources match with the users. So depend upon its purpose, for how much duration we require the money and for which purpose, where we are investing that particular money. The sources of money will depend upon these two factors. Then lastly, the risk involved. That is the main factor, risk. As we know, business involve high amount of risk. So each of the source of finance in terms of the risk involved while issuing them, we should be considering. For example, there is the risk in equity, as the share capital has to be rapid only at the time of winding up, and dividends need not be paid if no profit are available. So in this case, we are at least risk. Whereas a loan has a repayment schedule for both the principal and the interest also. So the interest is required to be paid irrespective of the firm earns or not. If we are in profit or loss also, we have to pay the loans. So it means what? We are at higher risk. Then comes control over management. A particular source of the fund may affect the control and power of the owners on the management of a firm. The issue of equity shares may mean a dilution of the control. For example, as equity shareholders enjoy voting rights, financial institutions may take control of the assets or impose conditions as part of the loan agreement. Then comes credit worthiness. The reliability of business on particular source may affect its credit worthiness in the market. For example, the issue of secured debentures may affect the interest of unsecured creditors of the company and may adversely affect their willingness to extend further loans to the company. So many times this happen. If you are not paying the money back, your credit score get disturbed. As we know, if you have a good credit score, then and only then you will get a loan from the bank. So that is credit worthiness. And comes flexibility. Now the another important aspect affecting the choice of finance is the flexibility and ease of obtaining funds. The restrictive provisions, detailed investigation and documentation in case of borrowings from banks and financial institutions, for example, may be the reason that business organizations may not prefer it if other opinions are readily available. So generally this happens. If there are a number of options available, then we don't go for the banks or to take the loan from banks. We take loans from some borrowers. Last point is tax benefit. Various sources may also be weighted in terms of their tax benefit. For example, while the dividend on the preference shares is not tax deductible, interest paid on the debentures and loan is tax deductible and may therefore be preferred by organizations seeking tax advantages. For example, whenever we go for investment, what we ask first is this policy is tax beneficial. For example, whenever we go for FDs or we have to invest in LIC or post office, so whenever you go and invest in government policies, you will get the tax benefit like PF, PPF, post office, then comes your LICs. So whenever we go for investment, the company is also seeking for tax benefits advantage. So this also plays an important role. In this video, we have discussed about what are the types and choice of sources available for finance. Thank you.